beautiful agenda for this girl. We opened a production house, my name and his name, while we were girlfriend and boyfriend. It's called Buenis Productions. Some of you know it. And we started off our journey. We went with God without anything. My first song was called Mazingira. But it was taken in. We recorded the song with this microphone that is not a production studio microphone, this one, Mazingira. And then the government of Kenya took the song, made it a theme song for reclamation of Mau Forest. And then God started birthing songs in me. We came up with this other song. God backed the song. Waweza.
Waweza mambo yote, wewe mwaminifu.
Still with this microphone. Guess what? We did not even have a pop filter. So what did he do? He took his socks, took a hanger, you know hanger, as a wire, made a pop filter with a bladder, put it here. Tukachukua zile manini za apples, zile crates za apples tukaweka kwa computer. Is the song a blessing to this nation?
Yeah.
And then God dropped another song. Zaidi ya yote.
Sabaki kuwa Mungu, Alfa na Omega, ubadiliki kamwe.
And then God dropped another song.
Tunakuabudu mwenye enzi.
And that was the beginning of a new evening worship.
Amen.
God started opening doors. Why am I saying this? My life, my past did not define me. God had a greater purpose for me. God uses men to become a blessing to somebody. I was tested. Am I capable? So this guy, before he trusted completely, he tested and said, let's try this first. Let's try this. Let's try this. And then God started opening doors. Not only in Kenya, not only in Africa, not only in diaspora. I can literally count. I can't even count how many countries God has opened doors. I remember the first time I received a call to go to the US. I didn't have a visa, but I trusted God. And guess what? When God positions a man to be a helper, he does not leave that man like that. We went to the embassy. Guess who got a visa first? And he's not the musician. I'm thinking, and then I had to carry so many. And then I got a visa. And before that, we had to plan our wedding after 4 years. I reminded him, hey, you said you're going to marry me after 4 years, eh? I did not have money. Our wedding costed us 75,000 Kenya shillings. I remember us counting, we did not really have money. My wedding ring was 500 bob, his wedding ring was 500 bob. But somehow God was faithful. Are we not married up to now? Yeah. By the grace of God. And I believe that each and every one of you is seated here. I pray that the Lord will help you get a right person in your life.
Amen.
And if you have that right person, may God help you to sustain, may God help you and sustain that marriage or that relationship.
Amen.
My story is a story of faith, a story of complete trust in God. And some of you here are coming from a very, very troubled family. Some of you are coming from a place they can't even explain. When you don't want to talk about your family, you just break down. And some of you are struggling here with issues of life. And some of you here, you don't even have a job. You finished your university, you're just walking with your CV every day, trusting God for an open door. Under this atmosphere of a girl that has been helped by God, I want to release a blessing. And I want to release a blessing that God will favor you today.
Amen.
That God is going to hear your cry today. Some of you have been in relationships and you have aborted. That's what I hear in my spirit, my God. And you feel so filthy. Some of you are so addicted in drugs, homosexuality. Some of you are so troubled in your mind. But I want us to take a step of faith and trust God. When you go through the fire, He will be with you. When you go through the storm, He will still be with you. He's a faithful God. Whatever is troubling you, I might not even mention some of the things, but I know there is something that you want God to do for you. Probably you're in school and you do not understand some subjects. And some of you are living under a curse of a parent because you became so rebellious and you were told you will not amount to be anything in life.